start from the beginning. So new deck. First thing you want to do is you have to choose your alliance. And I should use the word alliance because there are multiple factions within the 4 grand alliances. You can see there's order, chaos, death, destruction. We're going to pick order for this one. Right now in the game, there's a lot of order factions, but right now in this game, there's the Stormcast Eternals and the Aelf Deepkin. Stormcast Eternals are kind of holy warriors of Sigmar, and Aelf Deepkin are kind of sea elves, sort of, which is pretty neat. Yeah, apparently the game is doing pretty well in stores. They say they're selling. It is early morning. They say they're selling a lot. There's a sentence. That's it, right there. So hopefully they can expand to other stores soon, and more people can kind of find out about the game. We will see. What's up, Cauliflower? How's it going? Yeah. Oh, neat. Yeah, I've been playing since the really early technical alpha, beta, or whatever, because I was one of the founders, so I got into the digital version super early, so it's been fun to see it kind of grow and develop. But anyway, so we picked order for our Grand Alliance. Now, each deck in Age of Sigmar Champions is 38 cards, which sounds a little bit strange, but it's actually not that weird. You pick 4 champion cards, you pick 4 blessing cards, and then you have a 30-card action deck. And so how that all works is basically the idea behind this game is that you're trying to help your 4 champions unlock blessings from their deity, whether that is Sigmar or, you know, one of the Chaos Gods or whatever. They are trying to complete quests to unlock these blessings, these boons from a higher power. Morning, Osang. How's it going, man? So in that particular situation, you've got these icons on the corners of the cards. A lot of things in Age of Sigmar Champion deal with corners of cards. So for the champion cards, these denote sort of the requirements that you need to meet to fulfill a quest. These all symbolize like a quest, basically. So, for instance, this icon means you have to cast a spell. When you put a spell above this guy, and I'll explain how that all works mechanically in the game later. But anyway, when you cast a spell with this guy, the card's going to rotate. Let's see if I do this right. So if I go this way, it's 90 degrees counterclockwise to you guys, I think. But either way, it rotates 90 degrees counterclockwise like that. And then suddenly this would be the top left corner. So now you have to complete this quest requirement. This particular one is healing. Rotates again, you have to cast a spell, rotates again. This one means damage. Now once your champion is all the way around, then the blessing card, one of your 4 blessing cards that you chose for your deck that is underneath this champion, is turned over and you get the benefit from that blessing. And the blessings are really, really strong cards. So you really want to try to prioritize unlocking blessings because it can be a big part of what wins you the game. I'd say in an average game, you usually unlock 1 blessing, maybe 2, rarely 3, extremely rarely 4. I don't think I've ever seen anyone unlock all 4 blessings. So you can expect to unlock 1 or 2 per game on your side. You can kind of expect that from your opponent as well. That's what I think. I don't play Adeneth in Sigmar, but I do enjoy playing them in this game. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna ban anyone, not yet, unless they give me cause. But anyway, so first things we'll do is we'll pick our 4 champions, and so each Grand Alliance right now in the game has about, well, let's see, 3 by 5, yeah, about 15 champions. Usually seems like about a dozen to 15 champions in the game right now for each faction. So you've got a lot of choices as far as how you build this deck out. So the theme for this deck I'm going for is elves, so I'm going to try to prioritize using elf champions, essentially, and synergies with elves, you know? What's up, Drillo? Valters, how's it going, guys? So anyway, this guy I really like. He's really easy to unlock the blessing for because of the way the spells work in the game. You can generally get this guy going pretty quickly. And also, while he controls a spell, anything across from him is dormant. Any units across from him are dormant, so you can shut down the other side of the board too. A lot of this game deals with positioning, like what is across from your guy on the game board, or kitty corner and all that kind of stuff. So he's good. So we're going to actually include him, I think. The other one I want to work around is, because elves have a lot of synergy with beasts, so we're going to put Lotan in there. So while he controls a beast, increase the damage done by allied elf units or Aelf units, as it's spelled in Sigmar. It kind of sounds like you're saying elf with like a southern accent. Yeah, I'm going to play them elves. Make myself an Aelf deck. I don't know why. It's elf. Anyway, he buffs the guys next to him, the units next to him anyway. Aelf. Damn Aelfs. They're coming from the ocean. So we're going to put Lotan in there too. See them Aelfs down by the bayou. Anyway, what else can we put in there? Lochian Prince. I should also mention too, you have 20 points total to build out your champions. You can see Aspect of the Sea is 11 points, Lotan is 3 points, so that means we have, 6 points left to work with. And you want to try to get to 20 as close to 20 as possible. Point value, in my experience, doesn't always correlate with strength in-game, so you can go less than 20 and be okay. The wife is currently at an education conference, so it's game time. Yeah. Anyway, so this guy, he does help you ignore Ren damage from your opponents, which is nice because that gives you a chance to still block some of the damage. And some of the elf cards do a bit of damage blocking, so he is nice to have around. Pretty easy quest fulfillment too. This is just an ability card, otherwise it's damage, and then playing a unit. Sometimes it's just a generic unit like this icon, sometimes it's a unit with a specific faction, so this one is an elf unit. But I think we can pretty safely include him in there. And that gives us 4 points left to work with. And again, we're trying to prioritize elves. This guy's 5 points, so we can't fit him in. He's got an interesting heroic act as far as rotating an elf unit one step forward. There's already a lot of rotation mechanics in elves, so I'm actually not as huge of a fan of him. I'm going to put in the Isharan Soul Render instead. This guy's a little bit more complicated, but basically whenever he removes someone across from him, removes a card across from him via some card effect or something, I can deploy an elf unit or an Aelf unit from the discard pile onto the highlighted allied champion. So the spot in front of him and then the 2 spots to the side of him, you can deploy an elf from a discard pile, which is pretty great because since cards are finite in this game, getting things back from the discard pile is really strong. So yeah, so I think I'm going to include him too. Bring that Aelf back. And yeah, should work out pretty well. Because there's a strong card that involves discarding an elf card, so you can put him in the discard pile and then bring them back with that hero. So we're going to try to build some synergies around that. So we've got our 4 champions built. We're at 19 out of 20. That's pretty good. I should also mention that your starting health is affected by champions. There's a red number here on the card. So you start at 30 health at the beginning of the game, and then you kind of total up the health effect that your 4 champions have on that. So this guy actually subtracts 1. What else do we have? We have this one who subtracts 2. We have the Lothian Prince who doesn't do anything. There's a 0. And then we have Lotan who doesn't do anything either. So actually I start out the game with a little bit less health than I would normally start out with, but ideally the strength that you get in return for the value of the card is worth it. I think the way the game is right now, the value isn't always there. This is a mechanic that I think is cool, but isn't too terribly well developed yet in the game. But as time goes on, I think it'll be really fun to kind of play around with this and as they release more cards. So let's move on to blessings here. So we have blessings available, 8 different ones to work with here for order. And so let's see what we want to put in here. So some are elf specific, like this one, Tides of Death, corner 1. I draw corner cards. This little sort of circular rotating symbol means the corner. So it's a 2, so corner 1, draw whatever the symbol says cards, so 2 cards. So the first corner, draw 2 cards, which is pretty nice. Card draw is big in the game. Corner 2, deploy up to 2 Aelf units from your hand onto highlighted champions. I kind of wish that was from the discard pile, actually. At the point in the game where you're unlocking these blessings, having multiple elves in your hand to play like that is kind of hit and miss, so you might not get a lot of value out of that. But you do have at least a chance to draw some with corner 1, so there is that. Corner 4, so it doesn't do anything on corner 3. Whenever there's an X, the corner doesn't do anything. And then corner 4, rotate, highlight units 1 corner backwards. So you actually, which is kind of cool, because as a unit gets played, each turn generally it will rotate 1 corner at the beginning of each of your turn, and then when it rotates all around or gets to its last corner, it goes away. But this lets you turn them back a little bit, so you get a little bit more time with your units. So I'm not super sold on this one as a blessing, but I do want to kind of try it out to see how it works out. Let's see. Storm's Descent. This lets you, swap the position of 2 highlighted champions on the board. you gain an additional action, but that action basically just replaces the one you used on the heroic act. So it's basically just about rotating guys around. I'm not a huge fan of that. Restart all your units. That one's kind of nice. I like things like this. This just straight up buffs the damage of dudes who are in front of this card and to the left and right. So I like this one. Gonna bring that one in. Divine Blast is kind of cool, just as like a little burst of damage, a little bit of health gain. I think that's just a good straight up overall blessing. And then the question for the fourth one, that's a tough one. So 4 damage to your opponent, increased by 5 if the highlighted champion is disengaged. Since you don't know what blessing is under what champion, it's hard to predict if this is going to be useful or not. I have been hit for 9 by this card before, and it really hurts, but I feel like it's a bit too inconsistent to really rely on. So I'm leaning more towards this one, which lets you prevent damage, which is pretty sick, and this one, which heals you. So if we look at these two cards, out of 4 corners, you get 9 total healing. Out of this, you prevent, theoretically, 5 damage, and actually you can prevent a lot more than 5 damage, because this is just a number that means up to this damage is prevented from incoming spots. So say you have a guy on each one of these squares on the other side that's going to do 3 damage to you. That's going to actually prevent 9 damage. So you can get a lot more effective health advantage from this card, I think, than this card, depending on the state of the board. I've used both. I'm going to give this one a try for this time, and we'll see how it works. We might change it around. But let's see, I'm just going to rename this one. Aelf Town. There you go. So, now the theme with units, or the theme with the action cards that we're going to try to fit in this one, is going to be beasts, removal, and elves. Those 3 things are going to be sort of what we focus on. We're not going to worry about a lot of direct damage. We're not going to worry about a lot of swapping things around. We're going to worry about elf synergy, discard synergy, and beast synergy. We're going to try to get those kind of things in there. Yeah. Aelf? Aelf? I don't know. It's tough to pronounce, isn't it? Well, it is for me anyway. So, just straight up good beasts to put in your deck. I do like this one. Alpha Griff Charger. This one, just 1 damage for 3 corners. There's a lot of things in this deck that could theoretically buff that, which is nice. And if you put it across from a champion that costs 7 or more, it increases it by 1. So you can actually get some pretty sick combos going. With some of the other heroes, you could use it with Aetherwing Scout, perhaps. But before anything, I like to go through and look at abilities and removal first to make sure I have enough of that. I lean right now towards, in a deck like this, probably 2/3 units and 1/3 spells and abilities. So as far as spells go, there's a couple that I think are kind of must include. I really like, what is it, Warding Light? Yeah, this is a good one. On the 3rd corner, it heals for 4 and does 4 damage, so it's a little bit of pressure. It's an 8 health swing, so it's pretty nice. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 of those in there. And spell-wise, otherwise, let's see. Come back to that. We'll see. Alright, ability-wise, I think what I'm going to do... So there's a couple that I want to think about including. One is Jaws of Death. So when there's a beast out there, you do 5 damage to your opponent. So it's a good amount of burst. You've also got Piercing Shot, which is just 3 damage. Things like that. Like I said, I didn't want to focus on direct damage, but those cards are kind of hard to ignore. One thing you definitely need is Triumphant Smash. You need this card in your deck. You need 3 of them. No questions about it. You need to have removal, so that's what this card fulfills. So we're trying to getting the must needs out of the way. Divine Vengeance is tempting. That's Stormcast related. I could see myself including some of these. I think Piercing Shot is generally more useful, even though it does a little bit less damage. but we'll come back to it. Spells, as far as that goes. Searing Light, yeah, it's not really worth it. Sanction is okay if you can match up wizard to wizard, but my wizard shuts down units, so I don't really want to do that. Yeah, that's not bad. You can restart units. And we'll come back to the spells a little bit later. I do like Righteousness, because it is more damage reduction. And I think damage reduction could theoretically be a strong part of this deck, but I need to do damage as well, so don't think about it. Let's put 2 Righteousness in there for now, and we'll come back to it. Units, this is where the big thing is going to be, is units. Yeah. Well, I mean, the draw phase lasts. It's really only lasts so that you can't draw into something that you'll play that turn. It has to deal with the actions in the game and how that works. I actually like it. I think it's a cool mechanic to kind of make you think. Anyway, beasts. Well, let's look at elves and beasts. So we've got, let's see, Vile will take Morisar Guard. I've gotten some new cards since I've looked at this last. So nothing on the first 2 corners. Third corner is damage. Increase by 2 and remove highlighted units if this champion has completed its quest. That's interesting. Alright. I really do like Enraged Alopex. Just, it can be a very high damage, can be 2 and 3 if I've taken damage. And then again, it is a beast. It does help you rotate things quicker. So one thing I definitely need to include is a Razor's Shell Leviathan. This is one where on corners 2 and 4 you can discard an elf and then deal rotate damage. So that's where I was talking about, where you discard the elf cards and you bring them back with the hero ability, with the champion ability rather. So that one can be really good. So I'm going to include 3 of these guys. I think Stardrake is solid too, just in terms of damage and removal. I'm going to include 2 because you do have to discard a card for it as well. Sweeping Namarti Thrall, just a good damage card. Takes advantage of low-cost champions on the other side. That's definitely a 3. Include, if we're building an elf-themed deck, same for Swift Namarti Reaver. Another straight-up damage card. When I deploy an elf unit, it rotates 1 forward. So it kind of gets units out of the way quicker and helps you complete quests, theoretically, quicker. So we've got 19. We have 11 spots left in our action deck right now. Yeah. Yeah, I saw in Control was casting some 40k. That's pretty cool. Would be fun to join him sometime. I like this guy a lot. Corner 2 is damage, but corner 1 is reduced damage by 3 for the squares in front of him. I think it's a really solid card. I do like that one. That's going to be a 3 include. 22 cards left. So what do I want to use? This one I'm a little bit hesitant because it only does 3 damage overall. It is an elf and a beast, so it does fit both of those requirements, which is nice. But the issue is that you need a completed quest to remove the units. That would be really strong, but I feel like I have to play a couple games to see how easy it'll be to actually complete quests. If we look at the champions, this guy, yeah, that guy's going to be tough to complete because of the removal. He might be fairly easy. He might be fairly easy as well. I could try it, but I'm not totally sold on it yet. I do like the Alpha Griff Charger. I'm just going to put 1 of them in. Why not? 7 spots left. I'm already Soul Feeder. Another damage card. When a highlighted unit is removed, gain 2 health. That might be kind of decent. Let's go ahead and throw 3 of those in there. We're going elf heavy. I don't know if I would really normally throw 3 in, but just to fit the theme, we're going to try it. A couple just straight up regular cards I like. I like Hurricane Raptor a lot. It doesn't fit the elf theme, but it's just a really solid card. Does damage, and then the highlighted opponent can't deploy spells, units, or play abilities. You totally shut down their champion. There is a limit for cards. You can have 3 of a card in a deck, in your action deck. So I think I'm gonna toss a couple of these guys in here too, just because they're good shutdown. They don't fit the theme of the deck, but I don't think they necessarily need to, per se. The Aetherwing Scout is strong. 29 left. I think we'll go down to 2 Raptors and put both Scouts in there. We can try that. Not a lot of spells in the deck. Yeah. I think it's good enough for a couple trial runs. You can try it out. A lot of times I'll just make a deck and then I'll just give it a shot, you know? So here we go. Here's our Elf Town deck. So we have 23 units, or 22 units rather, 5 spells. A little bit low on the spell side, a little bit low on the ability side, but heavy on the unit side. So we'll give it a shot. Try to get some unit synergies going. I always just play ranked. I guess I have 2 ranked placement games left, whatever. I just figure that the games I get here are better because people are trying harder, so it's a better testing ground. And I don't really, excuse me, I don't really care too much about my own rank, so I'm just happy to jump in here and get a better game, you know, overall. What's up, Chandravan? How's it going, man? But yeah, so first things first, the blessings get deployed face down. Don't know which one is which. There's 4 lanes in the game, as you can see. And we take turns deploying champions. I think, am I deploying first here? No, I'm not. I'm waiting for him. So he does one. Ooh, Archaon right off the bat. Look at that. Wow. Check that out. All right. So how do we respond to this? Because this guy costs 13, so he's going to have pretty cheap stuff. This is probably a quick quest chaos, where you basically have a lot of cheap guys you try to complete the quest for really quickly. When he removes stuff, he draws cards, he gets cards back, he gets spells rather back from the discard pile. So he's going to want to remove a lot of stuff across the board. Mostly right here. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see. I kind of want to put the Soul Render here. Yeah. Because this is probably the least likely place I'm going to deploy things. The other option, let's see. Yeah. So that would mean Lotan needs to go right here, because I need to kind of have a warrior on each side of him, so I'm going to have to put the Aspect of the Sea over here. But I'm trying to basically give him less removal opportunities, because I'm probably going to be playing things here less in other places. Okay, that's fine. I really do want to get the Aspect of the Sea across from someone that's going to be playing units. I didn't expect him to have a second wizard, actually. Interesting. Oop. Well, we're going to follow through with the plan anyway. It's not ideal placement for Aspect of the Sea, but whatever. It's fine. You're sad that I used a clip of you getting a sleep dart off the map in Nepal for my highlight video. It was funny, man. What can you say? It's just humorous. Alright, so what do we got? Got a spell. Got a good spell for getting this guy started. Probably gonna just play a spell and draw a card on this turn. Unless you play something I really need to remove. It's nice to have one Triumphant Smash in your hand to start things off with, but early on I think I want to draw cards. Early on in the game in general, you want to be drawing cards. You don't want to just throw everything you've got on the board right away because you fall behind pretty big in the middle game. Alright, yep, so he's going for that fast quest here. A lot of damage. He doesn't mind if I remove this because then he can play something right away again. Probably will remove it. I'm going to put something... Let's see. I can't play anything right here now because on his second corner he's going to remove whatever I play. But after this goes to the second corner, then I can play a unit on Lotan, and then after that I can fulfill his ability quest by playing Triumphant Smash rather. So we're going to let that sit for a turn. For now, I'm going to put the warding light out there. I do start at 27 health, so I'm a little bit lower anyway. So that's fine. And I think, let's see. Yeah. Let's see, next turn I could go... Yeah, I want to draw a card here. Yep. Okay. So there's a beast. So I could go beast and then removal. Beast and then Namarti Soul Feeder. I would take 6 damage. Don't really want to do that. Yeah. Yeah, melee armies... Oh, I thought you meant in this game. Yeah, I think unit-based decks are a little bit rough sometimes. Scorn of Sorcery, yeah, he's going for quick quests. He's trying to unlock this blessing as fast as possible. There's not a whole lot I can do to stop him. In this situation, I might actually want to let him get that 6 damage, weird as it sounds, because it just prevents him from playing another unit 1 turn quicker. Well, if I play the Star Drake, it doesn't really matter. I can get the healing from the Soul Feeder, though, so... Might as well do that. I'm going to get the healing from Warding Light as well, so theoretically I can make up for the 6 damage I'm taking. So we'll try that. I'm not going to fulfill the requirement, though. Although he is going to play another guy here. But then if I remove it, then he can complete the quest. It's a tough deck to play against. I'll be moving towards my quest, though, so... Let's just do it. Do it and see what happens. I have to discard a card here. I'm going to discard the Morisar Guard because I don't have anyone's quest completed yet, so I can go ahead and do that. And then I will also play the Soul Feeder here to theoretically take advantage of the removal that would be happening. And I do get the extra damage from Lotan having a beast here, so that's good. Yep. Tau, man. I'm only playing Kill Team for 40k now. I don't know, for some reason the shooting phase in an actual game of 40k just really, like, bores me. I don't know why that is, but it just does. So I've been switching to Kill Team, because it's that 40k experience. I still get to paint 40k models, but it's shorter, you know? Anyway. So strategically here, I took the 6 damage. He's done a lot to me already. This has not been the start I was hoping for, but like I said, I hope I can catch up a little bit, because next turn, theoretically, I will be doing, well, let's see, 11 damage and healing for 6. So that will actually put me in a little bit of a life lead. So I can swing this around, theoretically. Okay. Doing damage to himself. That's a lot more damage to me. I'm just hoping he doesn't remove this. Trigger last sound effects. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So here comes the damage for me. So it's 4, and then I heal for 4, 5, and then I heal for 2 because I remove this, and then I do 2 damage. Yeah. So I have a life lead now. So, weirdly enough, it was okay to take that 6 damage. Removal-wise, do I really want to let him do this? I think I'm actually going to go ahead and remove this here. He's going to last stand me, which is okay. I'm still ahead on life. I still heal, actually. Oh, that's right, I heal from the Namarti Thrall. I forgot about that. So the last damage is negated. And then I'm 1 tick away from unlocking this blessing. So I may actually be able to do it quicker. Oh, I didn't... oh, that is an elf. Okay, so I can. I can unlock it sometime soon. That'll be good. He did get rotated backwards, too, somehow. How did that happen? I missed something there. That's... oh, Demonic Fury, right. So he's taking some damage. This is going to be gone, so I'm not going to get the bonus damage. Cool. Alright, so I will just go ahead and play another Warding Light to get some more healing going and try to unlock this guy's blessing. Draw another card, because I'm in bad need of cards right now. I guess I have the same hand size as he does, but it's not bad. This game has really kind of swung around. Oh, Triumphant smashed it. That's right. Okay, yeah. I forgot about that. You're right. My bad. Either way, this game is turning around. 1 damage to him. And if I can get some good damage off with the Razor's Shell Leviton, I might be able to win this one pretty quick. Like I said, this guy I didn't really get to use this game too much, but that is okay. I think I'm just going to play this here to put some pressure on him, and then I'm going to draw a card. Just give myself some options, basically. Yeah, okay, there's a Triumphant Smash as well. Nice. So, in theory, I could win next turn if I unlock the proper blessing. If I unlock Righteous Fury, is it? That does 6 damage? I can't remember the name of it. But I'm going to do 10 damage to him next turn, and if I unlock the right blessing, I'm going to win the game. So we'll see. But this deck has worked out pretty well. The synergies that we were talking about apply. Alright, there's a bit of damage because that prevention. It's not bad. Let's go ahead and... so I could be using this guy. That's a tough choice. Because 6 damage is really nice. Bringing him down to 2 is really sick, especially because he'll take 1 damage from this guy next turn. So I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. The alternative is I have a 1 in 3 chance of unlocking a blessing that would do 4 damage to him as well. I'm just going to do the free damage, get him down to 1. Via next turn's damage to himself. Oh yeah, that's right. I got buffed by 1. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. Because he's an elf unit. So there you go. Now he just dies next turn. A lot to keep track of in this game, which is one of the reasons I like it. So it's going to rotate. Oopsie. You have destroyed yourself, cast player. So there you go. I kind of bumbled my way through that one, but it was a win anyway. That was fun. Our deck worked. The synergies came through. 1 more placement. Game left. Yeah, I think the deck I made right now, I don't think is the best deck ever, but I think the synergies are sound, and it's solid, you know? If I play it well. I didn't play it that great. Well, I played it well, but I forgot about a couple things that benefited me. Turns out they benefited me anyway, whether I forgot about them or not, but yeah. I just need to play a little bit more consciously. Yeah, the new orcs do look cool, but I'm just not. I'm too into everything else right now. Like Shadespire for me, Shadespire is where it's at, or I should call it Underworlds because now we're into Nightfall, right? But Warhammer Underworlds is where it's at for me right now. That and Age of Sigmar is what I'm playing a lot of, and a little bit of Kill Team as well, but mostly those 2 games. Do I place? Okay, I do. Let's go for. I feel like I should play Lotan first. Lotan dictates so much of where everything else goes. I have to pick one of these 2 spots for him. I'm just going to toss out my Lotan. Let's flop my octopus on the table. That's right. That's okay. I like 40k. I mean, I love the lore. Like, I'm reading through the Horus Heresy series, and it's awesome. So I love the lore of 40k, but I just don't enjoy the tabletop game as much as the other stuff GW puts out. 40k is still fun, I just like the other stuff more, you know? When it removes a highlighted unit, shuffle a unit from your discard pile into your deck. Oh yeah, that's right, I remember. Okay. So, cool. So he's going for quick removal and quick damage here. I want to put the... Okay, so this works okay. I can put the Aspect of the Sea over here. Try to prevent units from benefiting him a whole lot. And then let's go ahead and put the Prince here. There. Ignore a little bit of red. Yeah, I know the hiding Stormcast is an issue. The thing is the new warbands I think are gonna do a lot of work with that too, because everything they've released seems very mobile, except for the Eyes of Nine, or everything they're gonna release. Everything they've announced, I should say, seems a bit more mobile. Like the Night Haunts are really mobile. The Grots look like insane. So I don't think you're gonna be able to quite hide as effectively anymore. Fulgrim, see, the thing is Fulgrim is a book I'm on right now. It's a book I'm right about to start, so don't spoil it, please. I just finished reading Flight of the Eisenstein, so... Alright, what do we got? We got some elves, or some aelves, or isles. Isles, that sounds even more like drawl-ish. Isles, you gotta play some isles. Alright. Cost 2 or less, that would be this guy. And, not this guy. 1 damage. This guy's 6. So it's a little bit tricky. We're gonna go for some beast action here. Yeah. And sure, I really like to draw a card each turn starting out. I think I will. I can always play 2 next turn. It's fine. Drawing a lot of elves here. Nice. Aelves. Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to reading Fulgrim. Yep. But anyway, yeah. What is that guy? Damage yourself. Let's remove a highlight. Okay. Right. Just good, good damage on that guy, and of course the Pack of Bloodletters, a classic. Let's go ahead and use his ability, and I'm gonna discard the Thralls since they're a little bit less useful this time around. So, having that guy on Lothian with 7 damage is pretty sick, actually. And I'm going to go for this guy's quest. We'll see what he can do. It's going to be 2 damage each turn, which is pretty sick. Next turn I'm going to need to draw a card, probably. But it's a damage race, and Khorne's pretty good at winning those damage races. So, if I don't draw into some answers here, I think he's probably just going to outrace me. But we'll see. Yeah. Need to draw some cards. So do I play 1 or do I draw 2? He's got 5 cards in hand. I've only got 2 at the moment. Putting the pressure on is nice. I need an elf to discard though next turn. I need to draw cards to fulfill the ability card requirement. I think I can pretty safely draw 2 this turn. Alright, that's okay. It's not so bad. Yeah. This is, well, the thing is this is a cell phone game. It's a mobile game, and I'm playing it on an Android emulator, so that's why it's only the center of the screen right like that. I just made an overlay that explains a lot of stuff for people that aren't familiar with the game. Yeah, it's an overlay for streaming. Yeah. It's a mobile game. I'm playing it on BlueStacks, on the Android emulator. Alright, so I'm doing plenty of damage here. Let's see how it does damage, dealing damage. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm not as familiar with the Chaos cards at the moment. I don't really have any removal right now. Let's go ahead and use this. I'm going to go ahead and toss out the Thrall again. So I might draw removal. I really need to draw ability cards to fulfill these quest requirements, though. So I am going to go ahead and just draw 1. I could put the pressure on with more damage, but I think I'm doing good enough that I can probably still outrace him. It's getting tight, though. It's getting really tight, but he's doing a lot of damage to himself. Yeah, the UI is fine on the phone, for sure. UI looks horrible for an experienced player. I think being an experienced player helps you with any UI, really. Yeah. But no, the UI is fine. Once you know the game, everything's pretty clearly laid out. I explained kind of how the game worked earlier. So go back and watch the VOD later. I don't know. Sorry. Otherwise, just like download the app. You get like all the starter decks for free on the app right now. So you can learn to play the game pretty quickly that way. I'm going to go, let's see, for What way can I do damage? So I can do 1 damage to him by playing this. Then I can do 2 more by playing this guy and proccing this guy to rotate him 1 step forward. He takes 1 damage at the start of his turn, so he'd be down to 1. So he wouldn't be able to take any more damage. I could just try to kill him. Or I could just play the Razor Shell Leviton. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the Leviton after this because it counts as an elf, and I can still get another damage out of this. I miss out on 1, I suppose. Well, I get 2 this way. Oh, so interesting. Alright. So he doesn't get the extra damage even though this is a beast, because technically it's in limbo. It hasn't hit the board yet. So the beast synergy from Lotan doesn't buff his attack from this being played. Now, next turn, I've got him dead on board, so we'll see if he has anything to respond with. He's got a lot of cards in hand, so... yeah. Interesting. I might just be giving up here. Yeah. So he's dead. Well played. GG. So that's 2 wins for this deck now. Do pretty well. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, I've just got these on the stream overlay to help people out. I'm Silver 3, guys. Hooray! I don't really know what the rankings are. I'm assuming it's like Silver, Gold, Platinum, and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? The, ooh, I'm triumphant. Look at all my gold. This is just deck testing. We're 2-0, so I feel like we haven't really learned a whole lot. Let's see if we can find some better players. But like that game, I didn't even unlock any blessings. So sometimes you just don't need to. Let's go to Aelf Town. Yeehaw! Going to damn Sea Isles. Is that thing deck code under your name? No, that's the friend code, basically. So if you were in the game and you wanted to add someone as a friend, you would add that number in there. That's what that's for. I don't know if there's any deck export things yet in this game. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. But the thing is, you always play worse on stream. That's the annoying thing, is that I like to stream, but you just have to accept that you're just gonna be messing things up more than you would normally. Oh, there is a deck export? Okay, cool. That's good. I know they've been doing a lot of updates in the game. Yeah. Seems like a candidate for the Lothian Prince, who didn't get any spells at all last time. And I'll just go ahead and play that too. So it's going to be Lotan and Lokian Prince here. What's his aspect of the sea? My bad. Yeah. I'll have to look for it. That deck export, yeah. Seems like pretty standard destruction stuff right now. I haven't played a ton in the last week or so. So I'm sure the meta has moved on a little bit without me. Okay, there we go. This deck is fun to play, though. But it's always a question of, do you draw, do you play to, you know? Which is why I like this game. Because I feel like under the surface, it's a very complex and nuanced game. And I really do enjoy, too, that you don't feel like you get like hand screwed too often in this one, and because there's no resources, you don't have to worry about not being able to necessarily play something. See, like, I'm surprised people ever thought Gordrak got bad. Like, he never got bad. His combo was still really good. You just couldn't abuse the Grotz thing like you could before. Alright, so some damage from the good old Brute Smashes. And what do? Probably Opportunity Strike? Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and play this, make his dudes dormant, and I probably do need to put the pressure on early, but I really don't like playing 2 cards on turn 1. I'm gonna just draw one. Yeah, seriously. Loudmouth Megaboss, I would totally agree, is almost as good as Gordrak. Right. Because, mainly because you can do things like rotate the Wolf Rider 2 steps forward and remove 3 things in front of you, which is pretty insane. Let's see. So I could keep putting pressure on with Hurricane Raptor in order to not let him draw stuff. I think instead I'm going to play the Leviton and draw a card. He's playing this out kind of slow, so I'm going to play it out pretty slow too. Get a chance to draw some more cards. We'll give it a shot. It's cool to have some people in chat that actually are familiar with the game. That's neat. That's new. Oh no, Deadly Chop. That's sad. That's going to make it really, really tough to complete his quest this game. But that's okay. I'm not so sold on the Aetherwing Scouts. I feel like having the Leviathan and the Stormdrake probably make it so I don't need to include the Aetherwing Scouts. This guy's annoying because of the Ren damage. Let's see. So we will go and use this to get our 7 damage. Don't really have any removal at the moment, so I'm going to do that. Don't think any of these guys are less than 2, though. Or 2 or less, rather. Oh, he is. Oh, what do you know? Alright. I didn't realize that. I kind of stopped playing Destruction after I played a bunch of games with Gordrak, because I'm like, well, this is just kind of too easy. But yeah, this will be nice. To get 3 damage each corner. He just used a Deadly Chop, so it's unlikely that he's going to be able to remove this. He's doing a lot of damage to me, but yeah, I played a ton of this game back in the day. Rufus. Oh, okay, that's good. So he's gonna reduce some damage, right? Yeah. Yep. That is a bummer that he's gonna do that. I don't have a way to remove that right now either. I need to draw 2, I believe, here. He's not gonna do much damage to me next turn, so. Just do that. Yeah, that way I can get rid of that stack. It's starting to get a bit scary. I'm going to lose out on a lot of damage with the Namarti Thrall, but it is what it is, you know? Yeah, when the beta first came out, I played so much of this game. It's been less just because I've had other priorities I've been needing to do, but it's still fun. I love the Orc lore. Alright, let's see. So, I can still get the Elf discard, which is nice. I'm going to save the removal here. But my hand is a little bit weird. Do I actually want to use that? Or do I just want to play this guy? I think I want to use it and then draw a card. He's got something out anyway. I know he's going to get extra actions next turn, but I'm not super concerned about this. This is probably going to be a loss anyway. So we'll just try to do some damage to stay even. Alright. And, yeah, I'm just going to draw one. Yeah, this game's not looking quite as good. He's got the extra action. He doesn't have a lot of cards in hand, so this might be a big drawing turn for him. Yeah, the game is so good. I wish more people knew about it. It is a bummer, but hopefully, you know, I've heard that they're planning to expand, so hopefully we'll get that in more stores. Alright, now we remove this stack. Might be a little bit too late, though. That's just how it is against Destruction, though. It's tough to keep up sometimes. I've kept up pretty well. I've got him down to 10, which is actually better than I thought it would be. Let's see. I can deploy an elf from the discard pile, which is nice. So I can get a little bit extra damage this way. Yeah. So I think this should work. If I... Let's see. Yeah. So if I do this, then when I remove this and get the elf from the discard pile, I'll be able to rotate him forward again and do a little bit more damage. And for elves, as far as that goes, let's bring out the Thrall again. Just to do as much damage as possible. Try to stay even. It's going to be 2 there. Yeah, that was a pretty good turn. So we're in the game. We're not totally out yet. Maybe Aetherwing Scout can save us. What's he close to finishing? This one? Yeah. He's going to finish that quest next turn. So I have to kill him. I basically have to kill him 1 turn from now. I'm probably going to lose this game. It's, yeah, I mean, it's free to play, but of course, like any game, you're going to be, you know, paying for packs and things like that. Can I actually win? I think I might be able to win here. How do I win? Oh, I just play this, right? Yeah, you can't stop me. It's 3 damage. There you go. Alright, sweet. We won. We actually beat destruction. This deck might not be terrible. Oops, I meant to say good game. That's kind of rude. Oopsie. I'm so unintentionally BM. I feel like you do get currency and stuff pretty quick in this game, which is nice. I bought a booster of stuff, so I got pretty much all the cards right away. Missing some of the rares, but that's about it. Yeah, it's a really fun game. It's fun to play in person too, but I haven't gotten to do a ton of that. I played a little bit at my local shop, but I've been playing 90-95% of my games online for sure. Alright, let's see. I had to reply to somebody. So, oh, is it the same guy? I can't remember who our last opponent was. Is it the same guy, or is it just another destruction player? Oh, neat. Wow, you had 6 people? That's sick. Wow. 5 boxes? How in the world do you even need 5 boxes of the game right now? I mean, I respect your decision to buy 5 boxes of boosters, but don't you just have, like, an incredibly high amount of duplicates you can't use? Aspect of the Sea. We're just going to go for the same strat we did last time. That worked well. I'm actually really shocked we won that last game. You still need like 20 more cards? I feel like I only need like a few. Huh. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think the singles market could be good for this game too. As long as the store knows to make sure that the cards are still scannable. Alright, so what do we got? Same guy playing in the same way. I feel like this is the same player, but I'm not totally sure. But it's the same layout as we saw before. We're going to have the Loudmouth Mega Boss right there. If it is indeed the same deck. And there it is, yeah. Is it the same guy? I can't confirm because I wasn't paying attention enough. I painted the Briar Queen for my Underworld's Warband last night. I'd show it to you, but my webcam doesn't focus on things in front of it very well. Wog Chanter, okay, that's a good start for him. And I'm just going to start with the spell again. And draw a card. Yeah, let's get draw a card. 2 removal cards. Okay, that's nice. Get rid of a big stack later on. I mean, to be honest, he probably should have won the last game. I think I got a little bit lucky with the cards I had at the end. And maybe he made some mistakes that I didn't see. But I think if you play this deck against my deck, it'll probably win 6 out of 10 times, probably. Alright, let's go for Levidan. And draw a card again. Alright, Aetherwing Scout. Oh yeah, I was going to take that out. I'm just not... I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the Aetherwing Scout. In this deck, at least. I think it's a good card, but I don't know if in this deck it's the most efficient beast to put in there. Yeah. Yeah, I've been like giving away some of my duplicates too. Try to keep people in. Alright. There's Deadly Chop. So that is out of the way. Now I can play the Aetherwing Scout. Okay. I'm glad that I get the spell off, though. That's pretty nice. Ooh. Alright. Wow, he's going for damage reduction. This seems like... Is this standard in this deck? The Meat Shield Grots? I guess it is stacking. But I feel like it's not as common. Yeah, let's remove this and then get Lotan spinning a bit more. I want to wait, though. I've got 2 in my hand. This is probably overreaching. I already don't like this this play. But I'm gonna I really want to try to get his quest done. Don't really have a great option though to put there. So he's probably gonna try to stack on this. So in that particular case, I'm gonna put this here, and then be ready to remove and gain a little bit of health. Yeah, I don't know about that play. That was probably overreaching. But part of deck testing is, in my opinion, just kind of trying things that you know may be a bad idea, but you just kind of want to see how they work out. Wow. Yeah, I have a stack of shame too, as far as stuff I need to build and assemble. I haven't seen this card too often. This card from hand, Rend damage. Okay, so it's just 6 damage after a little while. And he discards 1. So let's see, he's got 4 cards in his hand right now. Oh, wow, he's going for the damage. Not bad. Okay. That works. He didn't stack this, though. Interesting. I'm gonna draw 2. I want to see what he's gonna do. I'm playing this one out kind of slow. Yeah, I mean, just as a policy, it's hard to allow links in chat just because, you know, people will post stuff that you don't want posted in your chat, so I think most streams don't allow that. Sorry, man. Ooh, another Warding Light. Nice. Okay, that's sick. I like it. Might help me kind of keep up here. This guy kind of got wasted. But whatever. I've been trying to draw something else on Lotan. I'm getting a little bit of a rough draw this game. Too many spells, which is weird because I only have 5 spells and 3 ability cards in my action deck, and I've got a ton of them in my hand here. He's playing it out a little bit slow, but I think I need to just kind of keep going slow too. I need to draw some elves. Alright, that's not an elf. This is a really bad hand for this deck right now. Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't get timed out for posting Link. I think it just wouldn't work, is the way I have it set up. Alright. I'm going to play the Scout, so I've got 2 of them now. Nah, okay, he's got 2 support. I think I do need to get removal going on this. I can play an elf though, which is nice. So here's, okay, this is going to be the play here. Aethering Scout, and then we're going to remove that. So I do have some elves in my discard pile, so. Alright. Tempted to play the Leviton, but no, I don't have anything really to discard, so. Gotta go with the Soul Feeder. Still gonna do 3 damage. So that is not bad. Heal for 2. Yep. So I do get the benefit of the removal, I guess. When he rotates backwards. Well, he doesn't rotate backwards, because he's got nowhere to rotate backwards, too. Interesting. So the setup turned out okay for this, but I still feel like I'm in a little bit of a rough spot. If this spell goes off, I'm going to feel much, much better. And it's going to go off. Nice. So I get to unlock a blessing. Get health back again. Hey, it's another 6 damage. Well, 5 damage. It's going to get reduced. But it's something anyway. It's a lot of healing. He's getting a lot of good damage reduction in, though. But there's no way to really avoid that, so that's fine. And I think I can pretty safely just draw 2 here. I don't really have much of a hand anyway. Alright, Morisar Guard. That's cool. Or no, it's not. That's what the unit is called, I believe. But it's Achelian Barrier Guard instead. Marty Reaver. Good stuff. Opportunity Strike. He's just trying to pile the damage in as much as he can. What do I got going on? I'm going to play my other Warding Light, because why not, you know, at this point. And then, let's see. So next turn, I'm going to need to do the Aethering Scout and the Thrall. I'm going to unlock this blessing. So for now, I think I'll just play a Warding Light and draw a card. Let's give him more to worry about on the removal front. I'm not going to unlock the blessing, actually, because I didn't do the damage. I could have... Oh, okay, so I messed that up. I should have played the Reaver to rotate this guy all the way and get rid of him. Because now I can't unlock that. Well, I can still unlock the blessing if I do damage to rotate it, and then play another beast there. So that's... I could have done that better. I think this deck is actually pretty solid. I've been a fan of this synergy. I've built other decks that have kind of touched on this synergy, but I haven't built a deck before that's really focused on it. But I do think it's not bad. Yeah, we're just going to keep the damage going here. So this will be another 3 damage. And then I can unlock the blessing, which will be nice. Don't think it's overreaching too much to play this beast now. I think it's worth it to unlock a blessing. And, alright, so drawing cards. Oh yeah, there's the one, deploy elf units from your hand. Okay, cool. I haven't actually used this one in a game yet, so you have to figure it out. Yeah, if I... I gotta find out where the deck export thing is in here, because I can share this list. And my mind has been totally changed by the Aethering Scout this game, by the way. So I think I can win this turn. I think I just win here. Oh yeah, I will... let's just get more damage out there. Yeah. That's a GG, boys. 6 synergy. Alright. Well, that's 3 in the row for this. Oh my gosh, I'm silver 2, guys. Wow. No, I'm silver 3 division. Oh, there's divisions within silver. Ah, I see. Okay, cool. Alright. Not too bad. You know what? I wanted to do kind of just like a short little stream today. And I think I've done just that. So, yeah, 4 in a row. Nice. It worked out. And it's about 10:30 now. Yeah, alright, so I think I'm going to end the stream there, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to put this VOD up on YouTube for people to check out as well. Wait, where do I export the deck first? Let me figure that out. Oh, it's probably this card, right? Or this... Whoa! Hold on, wait. Oh, I see. It exports it to a file. Let's see. Export to Windows? My Android emulator's confusing me now. Okay, well, whatever. I'll figure that out. I'll figure it out later, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming later today. Probably not this game. I think this game I'll probably stream in the mornings for like an hour or two, a few times a week, because it seems like that's when a lot of people that like this game are going to be watching. Later in the day, I'm going to be streaming some other stuff, not sure what, but that's going to start around 4 o'clock Pacific time. But yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, Drew Lowe and Rufus, thanks for stopping by, guys. It's fun to chat with people that actually play the game, so I hope you come by again. And feel free to add me to the game. Don't know if I'm going to be around to play, you know, friendly games, stuff like that, but I'll be around. I'll be streaming, so come check it out later. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Short stream. I'll be back later today. Catch you later.